Hello, trading has closed on the 3rd of June 2024. As always, we will start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, and then make some predictions. It's my trading plan for Tuesday, which is the 4th of June 2024. Please remember, my calls can be wrong. Any trade you make should be made at your own risk. Also, I still have a lot of the personal business. I have not been able and will not be able to watch the market throughout the day. If you're going to risk money on that, on the call, bear that in mind. Look for the call today with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early high. We said that this rally on Friday should follow through with the open, regardless of how we close, and it did, so that worked out. Just a reminder of what we said. Friday's action had signs of exhaustion of sellers, and so far it still looks that way. We've just had a standard 61.8% correction of the rally, so nothing unusual about that if this low is going to hold. I don't think it'll hold forever. During the day we got an ultimate buy signal with an optional lower target. Lower target's printed, not the higher one. We should see at least 52.93.17 should trade over this high. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow, but usually you don't have to wait very long, and usually you get more than the minimum. We did get a buy signal here at the low. The minimum target printed immediately, but of course you don't have to stop there. It just says it will print and that the drop won't stick, and that's already played out. Well, there still isn't a clear way to count this. We had this as 4 waves complete here. We said this could be the end of wave 4, or it could be A of 4. Let's take a look here. Well, if we're in wave 5, this should be a 5-wave structure. You can count this as 1, and that is 2. I suppose you can count this as 3, and that's 4. If this is 5, it should finish as a 5-wave structure, but it should also subdivide into a 5-wave structure. Well, that would be 1. 2 would have to be this, and then you'd be in 3. I'm not really thrilled with this. It doesn't break any rules. But if that's 1 and that's a 2, I'd like to see an impulse here and not more consolidation. If we keep going up and that's the right count, fine. But to me, it looks like this could just be a 3 waves up and 3 waves down, another 3 waves up. I think without fudging, you could still be in a consolidation and still be in the 4th wave, but I'll freely admit that's not the only way to interpret this, and if you don't have a clear picture, I don't like to risk any money. Tomorrow has the early high. Pattern has the early high regardless of where we open. There's a higher target, but it's an optional target. It's an ultimate target. Ultimately, it'll print. Doesn't usually require us to wait long, but it doesn't have to print tomorrow. So far, prices are acting as if Friday's low is going to hold for a while, but the ensuing rally doesn't look like an impulse to me, which would be if we were in wave 5. That isn't a lock, but it just doesn't have the look to me. There's a reasonable chance we're in a consolidation. Right now, I don't have a clear plan for trading tomorrow. If we're in a consolidation, we could even close unchanged. And a lot of times when I don't make a directional call, that's what happened. That's what happens. I just don't have any rules for saying it is going to be a trendless day. So we'll just say it's the pattern with the early high. Ultimately, we'll see 52.93.17, but as far as a strong move, doesn't mean what isn't going to happen. I just don't have a clear signal for tomorrow's trade at this time, and that's today's call.